Hey everybody, Jody K here, 94.5 The Moose, and representing Alpha Media in Saginaw. I want to thank our sister stations, WSGW, AM and FM, KISS 107, and Mix 106.3 for having me on their Facebook pages today. Big things are happening in Saginaw, not just outside, but inside too. I'm going to try to pronounce this right. From Pit and Balcony, it's coming to Pit and Balcony, and this is the title, true story. A funny thing happened on the way to the gynecologic oncology unit at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City. Now, to say it correctly, I have Amy Spadafore from Pit and Balcony. Amy, how do you say that?
I mean, you were pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, a funny thing happened on the way to the gynecologic oncology unit at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City by Haley Pfeffer is playing at Pit and Balcony. It's part of our After Dark series, which is something that we started back in 2016.
After Dark means
adult content.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So yeah, it's more. The cameras are backwards on StreamYard. I always forget that. I'm
Right.
seeing myself and fixing my hair. So yeah, our After Dark productions are generally adult oriented. They're usually issue oriented. They're relevant to our time today. They can be a little bit more risque or avant-garde, but this is kind of theater that you can't really get anywhere regularly north of Detroit, or you have to go to Lansing for, and our audiences have really loved it. This would be.
I can see that. I could actually see that happening. Yes.
Yeah. This will be our 6th year of it. We had to go on hiatus for 1 year during the pandemic, so this is our 5th production, our 5th After Dark production. But the other really unique thing is, if you've ever been to Pit and Balcony, or really any other kind of typical theater, the audience sits back here and there's a stage here, and it's a lot like, you're watching a show, right? That's called a proscenium stage. What we do for After Dark is we turn our stage into what's called a black box space, and that puts the audience right on stage, up close and personal with the actors.
What?
Yeah. So we have 100 seats, so seating is limited. And they're up close and personal, like sometimes as far as I am from my computer, to the audiences. This doesn't, or to the actors, doesn't necessarily mean, and this is always the question, is like, are they going to pull me up on stage? Is there audience participation? Not for this one. Not for most of them.
Okay.
sometimes we get a little crazy like that, but this one is, the audience gets to be the audience and the actors get to be the actors. But it's a really unique experience getting to be this close to the actors. And kind of the setup is a little weird, where we actually have the actors are performing between 2 sections of audience.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard of such a thing. That sounds fun. Now, when is this production?
So it opens tomorrow.
What? All right.
It opens tomorrow and it runs through Saturday. So just 3 performances of this production, which we have, for time's sake anyways, just started calling A Funny Thing, or A Funny Thing Happened. Okay. You'll notice if you drive by Pit and Balcony, it's not on our marquee because we didn't have enough letters or space to put the entire.
I've never heard a title that long for a show.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, how much is it to get in?
It's $15. Unless you're a Flex Pass holder for our regular season, then you can get a ticket for $10. But $15 general admission.
What? That's a great night out.
Super affordable. It's a great night out, and they're go to the bar before, or go to a restaurant, get dinner beforehand, go to the bar afterwards. You'll have a great night out in Old Town Saginaw.
When you said, head on down. When you said After Dark, so what time does it usually start?
So our After Dark productions are 8:30. So this time of year, not quite after dark.
Okay. I'm thinking 11, 12 o'clock.
No,
Us
no,
old
that's
people had to get up,
they're a little bit later start times, yeah.
Yeah, so only $15. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Now, where do you park at when you come out there to Pit and Balcony?
So Pit and Balcony is on North Hamilton Street, on the corner of North Hamilton and Throop Streets in Old Town.
You can walk to the restaurants, right?
You can walk to the restaurant. Yeah, you can park down at the restaurant. You can go to dinner at Retro's, park at the Ipple, and have a great
Woody's.
walk.
Yeah, go to Woody's. Yeah.
And then, walk back if you wanted to. But if you're looking for something a little bit closer, more convenient, street parking right in front of the building is totally fine. And also on Throop Street, there is a parking lot. I guess it's not ironic, but it's the OBGYN parking lot.
Now that's funny.
Yeah, so there's the OBGYN building on Michigan that has a parking lot that is accessible from Hamilton Street.
That is classic.
Yeah, it works out really well for this one.
All right, so the name of it again, say it one more time.
A funny thing happened on the way to the Gynecologic Oncology Unit at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City.
All right, let's introduce the director of the show, Mandy Wunderle. She's backstage. There she is.
Hello.
Hello. Mandy, did you hear that you could park at the OBGYN?
I did. That's fantastic.
What is this show about?
Well, this show really focuses on relationships. There are two people who are kind of caught in an event together. Their mothers are in the same hospital room, and it's really about how they grow and change and get to know one another.
And so Amy was telling me how the stage is kind of set up with the audience, like you're in between the audience. How are you feeling about that?
Well, it was definitely what kind of drew me to these type of performances. I did black box shows throughout college, and it was my favorite experience. So it is definitely in my wheelhouse. But this is all brand new. It's called alley seating is what we are using right now. And it is definitely something different and new that I haven't tried before. But it's been wonderful. It's really an exciting challenge more than a difficult one.
You look like the type of girl, and talking to you before we went live, that's up for that challenge. What about the rest of the cast?
Oh, my cast. Can I swoon about my cast?
Yeah.
I love my cast. I absolutely adore them. They are up for anything. And sometimes this magical thing happens in theater where you just get a group of people together that just click. Everybody gets along. It becomes kind of like a little mini family. And that's exactly what happened with this cast. So it's definitely a team effort, and everybody's working together to make it an amazing show.
That's amazing. How many people in the cast?
4.
Oh, there's 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you guys been in rehearsal for this?
Not very long. What has it been?
Don't say you started yesterday. Yeah.
I think it's been 3.5 weeks, maybe a little longer than 3.5 weeks.
4.5 weeks. Don't make me seem like I handicapped you on purpose. No, 4.5
No, not at all. No.
That's amazing.
4.5 weeks.
So it's this weekend. Do you guys feel like you're ready?
Yeah.
Well, when I say this weekend, it starts tomorrow.
It does start tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. And Amy, are there still tickets available?
There are. I mean, everybody says it. They're going fast, but they are going fast. 100 seats fill up very quickly.
Yes.
I think tomorrow is close to sold out, opening night. And then the rest of the weekend, there are still a few tickets available. To be honest, and upfront, since I've got, the audience here, we just switched phone systems and are struggling with our phones right now. So the best way to get tickets is to do it online, or to email boxoffice@pitandbalcony.com. And our box office manager, Trishan, will be able to get back to you and get you your tickets. But I anticipate that our phones might be a little wonky until later this afternoon still.
I know a little bit about that in the movie.
Yeah.
So, yes.
It was bad timing for the phones to go down.
That's what happens when everybody's trying to get tickets or everybody's trying to win tickets on the Moose. That's when the phones will go down. They'll go down. And there's nothing you can do about it, but just smile and keep going. I have a feeling that's what Pit and Balcony does. If something, were to go astray during the performance, they'd be like, just keep going. Right.
Well, let me tell you about theater professionals. I think that we're really good at thinking on our feet and solving problems quickly, because that's just the nature of performing live. So we're used to that. The box office is also open an hour prior to each performance.
Okay, so what time? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all of them start at 8:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And what time do the doors open?
The doors will open at 7:30.
Okay.
So the doors to the theater open at 7:30. You can't actually get into your seat until 8:15.
Okay. Are there refreshments there or anything?
Yep. We have concessions and beer and wine.
Okay. Refreshments.
Yes.
Refreshments. That's amazing. I'm so excited. I don't know much about Pit and Balcony. I mean, of course I've heard about it a million times and I've asked her here and there about it, but can anybody, kind of join the cast? Not the one, obviously you've been practicing, but in the future, like say I wanted to come down and, I don't know, audition for something. Is that open for everyone?
Yeah. Yeah. We have completely open auditions for every single show that we do. Well, we have one exception next year. One show has already been precast, but that's because it's a gimmick.
Well, now I can't wait to hear about that.
Well, you'll be able to talk to Mandy again when we talk about that one. But yeah, all of our shows are open to public auditions. You don't have to have any experience. You just kind of have to have a little bit of gumption. And we have new people coming to the stage all the time.
That sounds so exciting. That sounds like such fun. I bet it's addicting, isn't it, Mandy?
Oh, yes. I've been doing it for over 20 years. So.
Wow. Wow. Addicting. So again, Mandy, what's the name of the show?
A funny thing happened on the way to the gynecologic oncology unit at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City.
And who put this on?
Haley Pfeffer is the playwright.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know your theater speak. Yeah. Don't be surprised if I come down there one day and try out. And the shows are tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Those are only 3 shows. They all start at 8:30. They're up to $15 each, because you said there was, if you're a member, it's 10.
So we have Flex Passes, which is kind of our version of a season ticket. And if you are a Flex Pass holder for season 90, which is the season that we're in, and you did
90?
Yeah.
90.
Yep, 90. Yep. So if you're a season 90 Flex Pass holder and you haven't gotten your tickets to the After Dark production yet, you are able to get them at a discount. So if you're not a Flex Pass holder, get Flex Passes for next year and you can get a discount on next year's After Dark production.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of repeat people coming in that come to almost every show?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. We do. And we've seen a lot more new faces over the last couple of years, which has been really nice as well.
And then they're going to get addicted and then they'll become part of the show.
That's
all right. So one more time, where can they get tickets?
pitandbalconytheater.com, or by emailing boxoffice@pitandbalcony.com.
Okay.
And at some point soon, our phones will work again. And
fingers crossed, because
they can come to the theater at 805 North Hamilton. We opened 15 minutes ago and we'll be open until 5 today, and then an hour before each performance. So in person as well.
That's great. I'm excited for you. I'm glad I got to do this interview. I learned a lot today.
Good.
Your theater speak. What was the name of the when the stage is up front and you're in the audience is out in the
proscenium.
Yeah. Okay. New word. Learned it.
Yep.
All right. But it's not like that for this particular show. So cool. Amy Spadafore from Pit and Balcony and the director of the show, Mandy Wunderle. Thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate it. And what do they say? Break a leg?
That's
Yes.
right.
They still say that?
Yes.
Yep.
I win. All right. I win the internet today. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and break a leg.
Thanks,
Thank
Jody. You too.
you.